10 years ago, the idea of a design thinking school in Africa was still just that, an idea. Today, the Hasso Plattner D-School Africa at the University of Cape Town has become a place where thousands of students, educators, partners, and changemakers have come together to imagine and shape new futures. At its heart, the D-School exists to help people unlock their natural creativity and confidence, to equip them to navigate complexity, work collaboratively, and create positive change in the world around them. Back in 2015, the Hasso Plattner Foundation approached me with a bold proposition. How might we design a design thinking school in Africa? At the time, there were reference points in places like Stanford and Potsdam, but Africa is different. Our context is different. Our challenges are different. Our cultures, histories, and ways of knowing are different. And so from the very beginning, we understood that we could not simply import a model from somewhere else. We had to build something grounded in this continent. In many ways, the D-School itself became a design thinking experiment. We prototyped, we tested ideas, we learned through doing, we built partnerships, we listened carefully to students, communities, and collaborators. And over time, something very special started to emerge. One of the biggest lessons for us has been that innovation does not only come from disciplinary diversity, engineers working with health scientists, lawyers working with designers, but also from cultural diversity. Africa holds extraordinary diversity in thought, perspective, and lived experience. And that richness has fundamentally shaped our understanding of design thinking and innovation. A major milestone in that journey was the creation of our purpose design building on UCT's middle campus. Place matters. Universities can feel siloed, fragmented, but the D-School was intentionally designed as an open and welcoming space where students from every faculty can come together, collaborate, experiment, and think differently. The building itself reflects the mindset we are trying to cultivate. Flexible, creative, human-centered, and collaborative. What makes the D-School unique is that we're not simply teaching tools or methods. We're helping students develop a mindset, because the reality is that the world we are preparing students for is increasingly uncertain and interconnected. The challenges we face, climate change, inequality, public health, social fragmentation, cannot be solved by any one discipline alone. And that is why spaces like the D-School matter. We believe universities need places where students can come together across the boundaries, places where experimentation is encouraged, places where failure becomes learning, places where students discover that they are capable of far more than they imagined. Over the last decade, we've seen students leave the D-School transformed, not because they learned a process, but because they discovered confidence in their own ability to create change. As we look to the future, we are incredibly excited. We see the D-School continuing to grow as a platform for innovation, entrepreneurship, research, and new forms of learning, not only within South Africa, but across the African continent and globally. We want to continue building African perspectives into global conversations on design, leadership, and systems change. And we want to continue asking how design-led approaches can help humanity navigate an increasingly complex future. But none of this would have been possible without people. To our incredible team, thank you for your passion, your creativity, and belief over the past 10 years. To our students, our partners, and our collaborators, thank you for helping shape this journey. And to the Hasso Plattner Foundation, thank you for your extraordinary vision, trust, and support in making this experiment possible.
In the end, it should stimulate you, it should stimulate teams to trust themselves that they can innovate.
What began as a bold idea has become a living, evolving community of change makers. And in many ways, we are only just getting started.